one of the tools that will shift your entire life and put you in a position to start getting the results is asking questions. The second thing I'm gonna have to do is take a different approach to how I receive the information that's gonna come out your mouth to me.
When you're taking feedback, bro, you're supposed to be looking for something different from what you already know.
Right.
Because what you already know has gotten you in a position that you're in. And it's not elevating you one bit.
That's what I said. It takes a healthy individual to be like, oh, okay, you about to give me this feedback. It's only gonna make me better.
And we all know when you work out, if you feeling sore, it's because growth is taking place.
Yep.
But if you're not feeling anything, no growth is taking place. And some of y'all not feeling nothing, you're not seeing nothing in your life, no progress, no change, because you're not taking feedback from somebody else that can help you cut yourself or do something, or maneuver different in a way that's gonna progress you.
Secret to Success podcast, baby.
What's going on, world? Welcome to another edition of the Secret to Success podcast. I'm your host, CJ, joined as always by the Bayesian sensation, Mr. Carl Wesley Phillips.
What's going on, y'all? What it do?
Dr. King in the building. Dr. King, what's happening, man?
Omega Psi Phi to the day I die.
All right. We ain't got nothing for the S2S. Why you ain't? How long does that last? You know what I'm saying? How long this brotherhood lasts?
So you in your feelings right now.
Don't act like you want to laugh.
So you in your
I caught
feelings.
it. Hey, when y'all run the tape back.
You ain't catch
When
nothing.
y'all run the-
I laughed because I was thinking to myself, you in your feelings right now, huh?
Okay. All right.
You in your feelings.
All right,
Because
I just wanna run it
you in
back.
your feelings because
I
you
caught you
wanted
with
to
a little
pledge your
chuckle.
Omega Psi Phi
I
back
saw
in
a
the
little
day.
chuckle.
He didn't do it.
I
It's
saw
all
a
right.
little chuckle.
Okay, I was.
What?
You never had a desire to pledge?
Nah.
I never understood it. But again, I ain't from here like that, so I never
I'm
even
a Christian.
understood it. You said I'm a Christian. You have your own set of principles.
I laughed at that one. I laughed at that one.
Yeah, I'm Jesus by Jesus. That's it over here, baby. Yeah, we're not doing that. We're not doing none of that. Yeah, I'm in the Word. God by God.
Royal.
Hey, man. Long as I can still make E and Candace laugh, you know what I'm saying? I'm good because I've been
What
with
about
them
Carl?
a long time. Carl, I always make Carl laugh. Carl, Carl.
Pixie dust.
Carl gonna roll with me. You know what I'm saying?
5G.
God bless you. Yeah, how's everybody feeling?
Man, wonderful.
Bless,
bro.
Amazing,
Yeah.
man, amazing.
Hey, you know what I was thinking? Like, does anybody, like, am I the only one who misses, like, their old phone? Like, before it had internet and all of that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
No,
Oh, yeah.
You miss it too?
I don't
No,
miss
you
my
You
phone.
don't miss your old phone?
Yeah,
For
I
what?
miss it.
I miss my old
chirp?
phone.
Yeah. No,
Just
not having
Yeah.
all of the apps.
all of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because this is my computer.
Distractions.
I don't use a computer.
No, I agree. Me too. I'm just saying I miss the simplicity.
Right, the days.
Oh,
of
back in
just-
the days when it was like, even like a little small text or something like that, you know, just like regular text.
Oh, if that's the case,
And
we can go
call.
back past that. I miss my pager.
Oh, no, that's for sure.
Oh, the pager was the...
Yeah, oh, for sure. What was your favorite phone of all time? Now, my Nextel was my favorite. I had an I-90. Oh, bro, my Nextel.
I don't know the name of my phones, but I had like an Android in the beginning. I don't know what it was called, Samsung. Like I don't remember what it was
I
called.
think everybody had a Samsung, like, when it first.
something.
Yeah, that's what I.
Before
But I'm gonna tell
iPhone
you,
Or
came out.
Nokia.
yeah, that's what I had.
I didn't have
Nokia.
the
They had
Samsung. I
they
just
had a Nokia. That's what.
Yeah.
It, but
You
you
went
know,
from the Nokia to what?
iPhone. And
Yeah,
the
me
first,
too.
yeah.
Oh, I definitely had a flip
My Nextel,
Samsung.
I went from that Nextel.
You never had a Blackberry?
No.
I
I didn't like
Blackberry.
I had a
Blackberry was
Blackberry.
hot for a minute.
That's
Oh, I had a
scary.
Blackberry.
Yeah, I
There's
didn't
something
have-
about it was just weird.
Yeah,
It,
no,
it was a real computer. It
Yeah,
had all
yeah.
the keys.
Oh, I had
all
the
that on
Blackboard
there.
going. Blackberry going crazy. Had a little keyboard on it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
know, it's new technology and all that, but I really miss getting on the road
Got an Atlas
and
board.
and not having a phone. Like I really miss when we get in the phone, when we get in the
Yeah,
car
yeah.
now, everybody on their phone.
Yeah, oh,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like for some time frame.
Yeah.
You know, and so it's like it takes away from communication. Now, me and Didi talk on the road trip a lot, but she's still a stop. Like when it's a dead spot, she gonna get on her phone for a minute, or somebody can call her and it's important. Her mom might call her cousin, and it's like she gonna be on the phone for a couple, like 30, 40 minutes easy. And it's just like when we used to travel back in the day and there was no phone, it was like just me and you talking the whole time.
I'm not gonna say that. For us, bro, we used to come up to New York with my aunt, and bro, as I think back now, like, bro, we just drive to Florida. Like, bro, no phone, no nothing.
Nothing,
they had
bro.
Atlas sometimes, but I'm trying to figure out how do we even get to a hotel?
Oh,
they would drive, we going to Orlando, then all the hotel.
You had
can
to
I
call
tell you the
all
truth?
directions.
Can I tell you
Once
the truth?
you got off the exit, you just had to get directions from when
that's
you get off
what
the
it
exit.
was. For us, it was you saw the sign. So you saw the sign that say Holiday Inn Express.
Oh, for sure.
Whatever. Back in the day, it was Howard Johnson.
Yeah.
That was
Howard Johnson.
That was big time back in the day. They was like consistently, you know, whatever. So you really didn't know where the hotel was. Either you went downtown, and when you went downtown, you looked and was like, you know, you knew your price point. Like, I can afford the Holiday Inn. La Quinta. You know, we do La Quinta Suites, bro.
We was off in that joint.
That before I had enough money more to get a room inside a building. That was like outdoors, bro. It was like the motel. But you could see them off the road. Your gas stations, that, food, McDonald's, the Arch. Like now, when kids look at it, it's like, I don't know, you say branding. But back in the day, it wasn't branding. It was the only way you could find it.
That was it.
Yeah, you feel me? So, yeah.
What else y'all miss? I miss going to rent a movie. You know what I'm saying? It's too many choices now, bro.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, no,
Like,
how
you
long
just-
do you scroll before you find
all I do
something
in
to
the
watch?
movie.
That's all
you
I do
scroll
now.
for about 30
I just
minutes.
scroll. I don't watch nothing. I
That's what I'm
never
saying.
watch a movie.
Never.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying. But remember, back in the day, you used to hit
bro.
Blockbuster, like
bro,
get
you got
2
two
or
or
3
three joints.
That was up.
Man, your
See
girl.
what you get, what you get.
Yeah, bro.
I got bad boys.
Yeah, let me borrow
I'm
that
gonna
when you fit. Like,
go- you had to borrow when you finish because you go up there and they only had 20
gone.
and they would be gone when you got up there.
Oh man,
Yeah,
when
be
they
gone.
dropped, you had to get up there early. If you knew somebody who could go like during the day, and be like, oh, boy, I remember Boys in the Hood came out, and my pops was up there early getting that. You know what
Or
I'm saying?
you have to just stay in there and wait in that section to see if they put a movie back.
Listen, you'll see somebody drop it in the Dropbox and be like, they ain't rent my movie.
they ain't rent my
but
movie.
you see somebody who look like probably your demographic and be like, check the box.
Check the box.
And they be like, oh, got it.
Yeah. No questions asked.
No, we need to have a nostalgic throwback type of, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how you could do it.
I miss seeing the kids standing in line for the Jays.
Oh yeah,
I didn't necessarily have to do it, but I remember the kids being in a long line for the Jays.
That's
bro.
over.
That's over, bro.
Yeah, no.
Malls are over.
Oh, that's
Remember
right.
the mall used to be
Mall is not
mall
it.
used to be where we used to hang out at, bro.
Yeah, they done.
Yeah, mall is done, bro.
crazy.
They baking.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got like Planet Fitness in the mall.
Yeah.
And some little hot dog shop.
Hey, bruh, Amazon ruined everything.
They did. They
Now,
did.
and made it better at the same time. But
Yeah.
we still boycotting.
I don't know what we doing. I didn't know
Let me tell you something.
Was we boycotting Amazon?
My wife was boycotting something, so she was
Okay, I know it
ordering.
was Target.
She was
For sure.
ordering
Target
everything.
was
I ain't seen no Amazon boxes, and so she was ordering everything straight from the manufacturer.
Yeah.
I seen that bill. I said, hold on.
Let's go back.
How long we doing this for? How long can we keep this?
How long? Not long.
Bro, we had some seasoning. She done ordered it directly from McCormick's. I'm like, I didn't even know they had a
18
warehouse.
Yeah. $18. And it takes 6 weeks to get there.
Yeah. Anything else y'all miss from the 80s, 90s, 70s for some? You know what I'm saying? Anything else you miss?
You're right, 70s for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
You're right about that.
What about records?
Yeah. I used to, playing them. Just in the room chilling, And it's it's too
But you
many
ain't had
options.
records, though. You had 8-track. No, you had cassette tape.
Yeah, I had records first, the vinyl.
Right.
I miss 8-track a little bit. I mean, I saw it, but I wasn't old enough to go buy me one and put it in the car.
I seen a dude telling his son how we used to have to record songs off the radio.
Yeah.
And he was like, man, you had to hit play and record at the same time.
Yes, sir.
Had to wait for your joint to come on. You record that
bro,
Power
wait.
88.
And hope they don't talk in that joint.
Oh, they will ruin it. Do not come back. Oh, I'm trying to record End of the Road by Boyz II Men.
Same thing.
Oh, bro, I tried to get
Bro,
that
we was
End
trying to
of the
get
Road.
LL.
The DJ that
We was trying to
came
get
in.
that LL for the first time in my life.
Oh.
I think I need love.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, I just thought about that, man, because I seen a picture of a Nextel, and like I said, that Nextel was man.
I do miss the ice cream truck.
Ice cream truck.
Yeah, I do miss the ice cream truck, bro.
My kids, we still got them. We still got them in Barbados. Like it'll be coming around all the
Yeah,
time.
we
My
still
kids
got one.
love it.
Ain't no ice cream
Ain't
truck
none out
coming
here.
bro.
Yeah, ain't none out here.
I ain't never seen one out here. I ain't
For real?
definitely ain't seen one in Cali.
You didn't?
Nah.
They don't come over there?
Nah.
Can't get through the gated community?
Security.
You know? They ain't gonna let my man through. You know he got a record. You know what I'm saying? You know he got a pass. All
Ice
right.
cream man can't be straight up.
Nah.
Hey, for all my ice cream men out there that are just solid, no record, we love you,
That's
bro.
one of them. You got a felony. You like, look. All right. So E, you wanted me to spin the block
Yeah, bro.
on feelings.
Yeah.
I'll let you lead us out in this endeavor.
No. I wanted to spin a block. You ever heard somebody say, like, then and now? You ever seen that, then and
Then
now?
and now. Oh, like before and after?
Yeah, and so I think when you said something that was crazy, that was like, this is how you know you're on the other side of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know you're on the other side of it because you go from not wanting to be critiqued. You talked about Elijah. So
Yep.
you start asking questions.
Yes.
You feel me? And I'm
Yes.
telling you, bro, like, for all you who are listening who've been like stuck in your feelings and you want to get to a place of outcomes, like, I don't remember the results was the word you used. Bruh, it's as simple as this is. I don't know why. Well, we don't do it because we're in our feelings. And I'm gonna tell y'all a funny little story that I told the other day. I used to love to surprise my wife. Like, and I think it's a thing that I'm not gonna say everybody want to do it, but you know, you watch TV and my man got he didn't put the blindfold on her, and then she walked her through whatever. And you know what I'm saying?
Car.
New car, got the bow on it.
Yeah.
She falling, I got the new car.
Ring.
You know what I'm saying? I see a lot on the internet now where I saw one that was hilarious. Homegirl brought her man in the dark house and they surprised, but he pulled a gat out. You know, he was like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? They was like, happy birthday. He was
Speaking of
like,
old school, he said a gap.
yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. All right. Good. I apologize. At the 70s. You know the 70s.
Pulled a gap out. Is crazy.
Boys in the hood.
That boy pulled out the gap.
Pull out the gap. Boys in the hood. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the new terminology. These young whippersnappers.
The blicky.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And so, you know, for real, you watch it on TV, and it just seemed like it seemed like it adds to, like, not just you got the car, but it adds to the feelings.
Yeah.
You feeling good, whatever. And I used to do it all the time in my relationship, and Didi hates it. Like, why you surprise me? You know what I'm saying? I don't like to be surprised. But I kept doing it, and she kept not wanting it. And I was just like, why wouldn't I just ask her? Like, she's actually making it easier.
Right.
It's like, you don't have to play games. I can tell you for my birthday what
Exactly
I want,
what I
Chris,
want.
and you could just go buy what I want.
But where's the, you know what I'm saying?
And that's how you feel. But for real, when you get out your feelings, I realize you know when you're out of your feelings and you know you're going to get results when you just ask and stop playing those feelings games. If I say something, I might get rejected. If I say something, you know, they may not give me the response I want. But it's the same thing. When you do something and the person don't like it, it's gonna be two things. They didn't like it, and then your feelings not hurt the second time because you did something and it didn't. And I just think of relationships, work relationships, that blew up, and it was like, yo, I'm not trying to be funny, but I'm your boss. Why didn't you ever ask me what I wanted? Like, I'm paying you, not in a bad way, but the reality is you like, I'm not trying to dog you out or try to act like I'm better than you.
Right.
But I'm paying you. And anytime you go to the grocery store and you buying groceries, like, like, Candace do the boy where it's like, I don't know what it's called, but they deliver them to your car or deliver them to your home. Like,
Yeah.
So what if Candace ordered whatever and then they gave her whatever she wanted in her bag? It's like, I specifically told y'all 2 onions. I wanted some ragu, tomatoes, you didn't put some others, fettuccine sauce in there. And I realized I could get results when I got out of my feelings and just start like asking people, what do you want? So now you mad at me because you wanted to do this at the job. And it's like, no, I don't need you to do that. And I don't need you to do it this way. I need you to do it this way. It's like there was literally an individual in the company who said to me, we need to do it this way because I'm more comfortable doing it this way. And I was just like, hold up for a minute. Like, I get it. Like, no, I totally get what you're saying. You're saying because you're the individual that's responsible for the back end, that it would make your job easier if you did X, Y, and Z.
Yep.
You feel me?
Yep.
And when I told you what I told you, you got in your feelings. But you got in your feelings because you are in your feelings, meaning you know how it feels good to you. So you want it done that way because that makes you feel good. That makes you comfortable. But what I'm trying to explain to you, not in a cocky way, but I'm the talent. So if I'm not comfortable,
ain't nobody comfortable.
Right. But I'm telling you, there was a part of me when I cared about people's feelings and I didn't want to hurt my feelings hurting their feelings. I'm going to say it one more time because I think some of the people in the back,
you know
what I'm saying?
They
like
missed it.
They missed it. They heard what they wanted to hear.
Yep.
When I didn't want to hurt my feelings, because if I hurt your feelings, that was going to hurt my feelings, I would let you get away with that. But when I got to a point where it's like, yo, we're not in feelings no more, because feelings don't make people sign up for the program at the end. What makes people sign up to the program at the end is whatever 10 things AI or whoever told us we need to do. So whatever consultant we paid for before AI, and then AI said, when you engage with people in this way, this is, and so I said, yo, for those of you who feel like you're a victim, you got fired and they not loyal, you got fired and they, there was a term that people started throwing around with me, which is really the truth. I love Didi because Didi like, you playing games, stop playing games. What's the term, Carl? It's the opposite of indispensable. You're expendable.
Yeah, you can use it.
Yeah, so
the opposite.
Well, I meant that's the term people start using. It's like, you're expendable.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Like, people would say to me, bruh, I don't even feel comfortable no more. I'm expendable. And I used to be like, well, no. Didi said, stop saying that. You are expendable. Everybody is.
Yeah, I was going to say everybody is.
Yeah, Didi was like, stop trying to make people feel good.
And you know how we know it? You're going to die.
You're going to die, right? Period. So, but I was caught up into that. Like, I don't want you to feel like, and Didi was like, no, that's somebody in their feelings. You can tell a person they valuable, but they still expendable. Like, period. Anybody, everybody. I missed my flight the other day. TJ spoke. Like, it is what it is. Moose did the extreme execution, and you know what I'm saying? And I'm grateful that I'm expendable, meaning that somebody else can get it, whatever. So anyway, I just say that to say, when they told me, here's the 20 things you need to do, and if you do these 20 things, the free 30 days will be worth it. But you got to do 30 days for free. But in those 30 days, people have to get these 20 valuables in order for them to sign up. So I'm like, yo, for those of you who feel that way, I'm expendable. My company's not loyal to me. Can I say this to you? Nobody wants to fire anybody. Nobody ever drafts somebody to fire them.
I don't think people understand it. Let's just go corporate. It actually costs to hire and fire people. Like, it's a major budget item. Like, it costs. You got to train people. You losing time. It's a real thing.
It's a real thing, bruh. Like, a real disadvantage.
Yeah.
You feel me? And so it's changed for me, because we were talking about being a victim before. When I became a victor, what changed for me was, there are a set of principles that we have to be governed by, not a set of feelings we have to be governed by. Like, and those feelings don't know you. I'm sorry, those principles don't know you. Those principles don't care
No respect
either way
to-
for it. There's no respect of person.
No.
These are principles that if you live by these principles, you get these results. So that's why the last one I said was be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Whatever train your mind to make you be in your feelings, you gotta be brainwashed. Also, let me say it the opposite way because that's a negative connotation. You have to wash your brain because brainwash sound like negative.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
Yep.
You literally have to wash your brain of the training, the information, the experiences that you had that make it about you.
Right.
Because that's why you're in your feelings. You've made it about you. And so we got to shift that now and go, okay, there must be a benchmark. There must be a target. And so I'm telling y'all to do this for me. This going to save you from getting fired. This going to save you from having to go on the internet and dog people out. And let me say this to you. I promise you, I don't care that you on the internet dogging people out. I don't. I just told you I read in the Bible where it said he opened not his mouth. That's what it said. He opened not his mouth. So if I'm a Christian, I'm not supposed to open my mouth. Now, I told you more, I was confused though. Because in one it said don't open your mouth. The other one it said he said something.
Right.
I was like, hold up, what is that? So the other one was the cry out, meaning that he did respond, but he responded in the principle.
Yeah.
He didn't respond in his feelings. He responded in the principle. The feeling was, I pray this cup passeth me.
Yeah.
That was his feelings
I
three
don't wanna
times.
do this.
I don't want to do this feelings. But then he locked in on the principle. Nevertheless, not my will,
Dying.
your will, your trust
Your trust.
be
Your
done. Not my will, your
Come on.
will, your trust. Okay, so I got to die. Okay, cool. Then he cried out in the flesh, why hast thou forsaken me?
Yeah.
He like, I didn't forsake you. You have to deal with the principle of sin. It's a principle. It doesn't matter if you Jesus Christ.
Wow.
The wages of sin is death. So you got to die. I can't rescue you from this. This is a principle now.
Yeah.
And so that's why I said, when you start dealing with principles, you start asking questions. When you in the flesh, you start making statements that don't make sense. You're delusional. You're just making up stuff. It don't come from nowhere. You're just making it up. And I'm not telling you there's anything wrong with making it up. I'm just telling you if you making up stuff, you can never get anywhere because you making up stuff. It's not real. But when you have a target, a principle, hey, listen to me. When Maul said, hey, and I had never heard this before, I'm going to take this amount of money, I'm going to put $50,000 up, and then you can't touch it for 50 years or 100 years, and it's going to turn into how many million?
In that scenario, it was like almost about 30, 40 million.
30, 40 million. It's a principle.
Yeah.
It's a principle. You put it in there, and it even with all the presidents,
Right, don't touch it.
all the war,
Compound interest.
all of
All that.
that's the principle, compound interest. So you wake up one day and your great-grandson has 30, 40 million dollars in the bank that they didn't do nothing for because you follow the principle. So I'm just saying, listen to me. I said all to say, do me a huge favor. Next time you have a problem with your wife, next time you have a problem with your boss, next time you have a problem, you're not getting results, just stop and ask the question. So no, I don't have a wife. I don't have somebody else's wife. So I don't have the luxury of putting a blindfold on her as a pilot. She just don't like blindfolds. It is what it is. She likes to be in control. She doesn't like surprises. She don't like you to. She doesn't like you to be in control. Okay, she want to be in control. So she just wants you to ask her. And I'm telling you, the feelings part made it hard, but the actual result part, Ma, is easy.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like when I was in my feelings, it was tough because it was like, I want to surprise you. But the actual results is easy because she just says, give me this, and that. Yo, what's up, fam? It's your boy, E.T. Let me tell you, when I say overjoyed, when I say ecstatic, this is probably one of the greatest announcements that I will ever make. The You Matter Youth Summer School Program. This summer, for free, your boy E.T. is finally going to release an online version. Just being real, the summer's supposed to be a breakthrough. The summer's supposed to be a time when you studying on your own. For a lot of us, summer school it's a breakdown. It's not a breakthrough. And so this summer, I want to help your babies get a breakthrough, not a breakdown. So here's what I'm going to do this summer. I'm going to say it one more time. Absolutely free, right? We're going to make sure academically your babies are in front of the top world-class educators, right? I'm bringing some of my NFL friends, some of my NBA friends, some of my MLB friends, right? Some of my entrepreneurs that's killing the game, right? To really teach them and walk them through some stuff. We got some of the best counselors that's going to really walk them through the identity crisis, boy. Listen to them. We're going to talk about career readiness. Look, we doing it all. All they need is their phone. That's it. All they need their phone and some accountability. You're supposed to wake up and you're supposed to be at your phone at this time. You're supposed to wake up and do this assignment. And so listen to me. If you out there, if you're a coach, if you're a mentor, if you're a teacher, if you're a parent, if you're a counselor, if you're a principal, it's going down. It's your boy E.T. Listen to me very closely. It's now or never. Now you know. Let's go.
Still to come on the Secret to Success podcast.
Listen to these two questions. Like, yo, what did I do wrong?
Yeah.
How can I improve? Bro, that's two different. You see what I'm saying? So the moment that I hear the word wrong, I already know where you are. You are already in a victim space.
If you're coming from a victim space and you're not trying to get better, you already lost. So you go through life never getting feedback on anything and thinking, oh, okay, your way is the way. Yeah. And you never get better.
You don't think your way is the way, though.
Yeah, but I'm saying, here's the thing. Like, if I wanted to get better, right? Like, imagine.
That's the problem, though.
Yeah, you don't want to get better.
I don't want to get better.
Where do we go for, like, the feelings, like, accountability? Like, you know, for fitness, it's like, okay, hire a trainer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, your family, you go to a therapist. Like, how do you get a feeling?
You can't.
Like, how you get somebody just right there, like, tapping you on your shoulder, like, that's feelings.
You can't. Because those feelings will make you attract another expert filler. You feel what I'm saying? Maul got 3 trainers because he's trying to. I'm just saying, you can't get an accountability partner because feelings aren't meant to be held accountable.
I was just going to say, you don't even control your feelings. You don't.
You're not trying to get nothing healthy out of it. You don't have a goal for it. That's why I say they dangerous because
feelings are like sin. You don't need a sin, coach.
Feelings, like I said before, though.
How's it that? You could be born into the world, dog, and automatically know, like,
to lie.
Yeah, you just
to be manipulative.
You don't need to be taught that.
Yeah, not to share.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So no, see, But I said when you get to the point where you realize I want results.
Okay, so this is why I be telling people all the time, like, it's so important to be healthy.
Yes.
Right? Because I feel like, you know, feedback or constructive criticism, whatever you want to call it, like, it takes a healthy individual to be able to be like, yo, tell me what's wrong.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Essentially,
I need the
right?
results.
All right, I gave a keynote, and I'm going to sit down and go, hey, tell me everything that was wrong with that. Oh, you stuttered here. You said you was going to bring back point 2. You never did. Yeah. And you sitting there in some kind of way, your brain
telling you
processes that as, oh, I'm not good enough instead of I'm getting better. It's really the opposite. If you have somebody who you trust their feedback and you go, yo, I just want to get better. And they go, yo, I'm going to be real. When we was at that restaurant, you talked to that waitress, like, that was rude, dog. Like, baby girl had a lot of tables and you was rude. Most people go in and they leave and they friends kind of like, okay, they was wilding.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you. And the only reason I'm saying that because I had a situation like that. And I was out with somebody and I was just like, they was just doing a lot.
Yeah.
And I told them, I was like, me, I'm like, first of all, I don't like bullies. Yeah. And I was just like, yo, that was a lot. Like, I get it. It was slow service a little bit, but like, it's a difference between like somebody over there on their phone. Right. You could tell when you like, all right, I'm about to fry this person because and it was like, they clearly didn't have enough help. And I'm like, yo, how many people though, you just do your thing and nobody ever tells you anything. And you've made it very clear that you don't want feedback.
Absolutely.
So you go through life never getting feedback on anything and thinking, oh, okay, your way is the way. Yeah. And you never get better.
You don't think your way is the way, though.
You don't?
You don't think your way is the way.
Explain.
Because I think you do. I was going to say,
no, you don't.
Your subconscious makes you do what you do.
Yeah, you don't think that.
Yeah, but I'm saying, here's the thing. Like, if I wanted to get better,
I don't.
Right? Like imagine.
That's the problem, though.
Yeah, you don't want to get better.
I don't want to
Right.
get better.
I'm comfortable.
You comfortable where you at?
I want you to accept what I got.
That's it. And I know it's wrong.
Yeah, that's
like
the
I
thing
don't know.
that-
I look around, bro. I can look around and say, listen to me. I wanted you to join in when I said my mother was trash.
Oh, for sure.
I just wanted you to join in with me and be like, yeah, you know what?
She
is trash. Like, why would she kick you out? And why would if she got all this money, why wouldn't she make sure you eating? And why would I didn't want nobody to say, I have a question.
What did you?
I don't want nobody to ask me that because this is not about me. This is about dogging my mother out, so I'm comfortable.
So again, but in that situation, you're unhealthy.
Yeah,
that's
I
why I
am.
said it takes a healthy individual to be like, oh, okay, you about to give me this feedback. It's only gonna make me better.
And my mother always says this. She always says she didn't know what she wanted to be. She said that was her challenge. She got pregnant with me at 17. She didn't know what she wanted to be. So people say, well, how did you get out of it? She said, I knew what I didn't want. So I never knew what I wanted to be, but I knew what I didn't want.
Yep.
And so for some of us, maybe health isn't where you start, but you do get burnt out from not getting results. Going to school, you ain't getting results. You ain't making no money. You in your third relationship or the one you in is just like, well, you still human. You still recognize when stuff ain't right. You just don't want to do nothing about it. And so I think you get to that point, either healing or
I was going to ask y'all, and words are so critical because CJ, back to what you were talking about in terms of, my speaking or whatever. Like I would come and ask, listen to these two questions. Like, yo, what did I do wrong?
Yeah.
How can I improve?
Yeah, that's different.
Bro, that's two different. You see what I'm saying? So the moment that I hear the word wrong, I already know where you are. And then again, we don't really process these things, but you are already in a victim space.
But again, that's the problem. If you're coming from a victim space and you're not trying to get better, that you already lost. Because at the end of the day, I want to know how could the experience have been improved?
Right.
Because I want to be the best.
Yeah.
If you want to be like, imagine going out there and hooping and your coach just like, oh man, that was great. Yeah, congratulations. Like you're never going to get better. And so that's why I'm saying, how do you get yourself to a point of health where you go, I don't look at feedback as a bad thing.
I mean, but you gotta be careful because everybody's feedback is not law.
Yeah, well, that's the big thing. You got to know who you
somebody's
are.
gotta be though.
But you have to have
the right person.
That definitely ain't it.
But you got to have the right people, dog.
Yeah.
Like I got different people that I respect their feedback in certain situations. Certain people can't give me feedback when they stuff ain't right.
For sure, absolutely.
You can if you want to, but is that a trust? Is that really feedback or is that your opinion?
That's your feelings.
That's your feelings. So the person that's giving you feedback is in their feelings a lot of times. So you just got to be careful on who you're receiving feedback
No,
from.
for sure, absolutely. I'm just talking about the people who literally you can tell they don't want no feedback on nothing. Like you can tell they move around. Like if you say something, it's smoke, and I'm gonna be argumentative and I'm gonna be
dangerous.
combative and excuse making, and you know what I'm saying. And it's like I see it all the time, and it's like, yo, how do you get yourself to a point of health where you can be like, all right, let's sit down. What would you have changed? Like I told you, Elijah gonna send you his stuff and be like, hey, tell me everything that's trash with this. Like, what would you do over, to your point? Not just like, oh, but do you know how many people come up to me and be like, yo, see, I ain't trying to be funny, bro. You should hear me speak. I'm bro, I got E. I'm next after E. I'm like, I'm already knowing if you come into me like that, you're not looking for feedback.
Facts.
You don't want no feedback. Matter of fact, I told you, you know how many people I meet people and they'll be like, yo, I listen to the podcast, bro, y'all changed my life. I got one question. And then they talk for like 10 minutes.
Absolutely.
And then they be like, all right, man, well, take care.
Yep.
And you
Where's
be
the
like,
question?
They don't have one.
So then can we suggest, because we're based on where they are in their lives, can we suggest that one of the tools that will shift your entire life and put you in a position to start getting the results that, regardless if you say it or not,
feedback coach.
Yeah, regardless if you say it or not, you know you want better.
Well, yeah, just look around. Here's the thing. If you're happy with every aspect of your life, then just keep doing what you're doing.
Right. Absolutely.
If you're
It's still
upset,
growth, though.
Yeah, no.
It's always growth.
It is.
I'm just saying, though, they should get comfortable with, one of the things I'm going to have to start doing daily is asking questions. The second thing I'm going to have to do is take a different approach to how I receive the information that's going to come out your mouth to me. Because that's the problem. Like Ma, I'm sure has said, I heard him say stuff about real estate before at a point in my life where I was like, I didn't ask for that information.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not.
No, I'm going back. Maul used to call me after talking to E. This way back. Like, yo, I just talked to E about the trust. He said he got a will, but could you please call E and tell him he got to get a trust?
I was nervous for you.
Because he heard me.
I was nervous, bro.
I didn't hear me.
I was like, you know, he's just like, oh, yeah, okay, Maul. I was like, and I'm on the phone with him going in. And then I'm like this. Yeah. Carl, I was like, see, man, please, man, you got to talk. Bro, we can't be connected. And it's like, bro, you got so much. And I was
doing
it's more stuff to do.
No,
You know, Eli, that sound like paperwork.
bro, he wasn't trying to hear that.
I'm just trying to be transparent for the people on the other line, because sometimes they think that, you know, they look at, this perfection. No.
Not at all.
I'm telling you, it starts with asking or being ready to hear. And for all of us, I'm like, real estate, I'm like, bruh, that's a lot. Like, I'm doing a lot right now already. I'm like, no, for real. And this is why when Ma was saying, you know, be careful who you get constructive criticism from, you know, value where it's coming from. You know what I'm saying? You got to value. And you got to understand that the person who's telling you this really does have the ability to take it from this complex idea to simplifying it for you. And so for me, when Ma was saying it, I just was like, yo, I just finished my PhD. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just blew up speaking. You know what I'm saying? And I know how complex these things are. You know what I'm saying? But as he began to talk and say, you're already doing it, it took the complexity away from me. It took because there's those of us who hear, and when we hear, it bothers us. Like when we hear, it gives us a spirit of anxiety. There's this overwhelming like trepidation that comes. And it's like, I can't even hear what you're saying, because some kind of way the words that you use, they bothering me. It's interrupting my spirit, my soul. And it's just like, yo, I just want to go out to eat. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I just want to talk. I've heard people say this to me, like, I don't like talking to you, because every time I talk to you, it convicts me or it makes me do something. Like when you talk, we just can't like random stuff, like entertainment. Like you don't talk like that. Every single time I talk to you, it's gotta be deep. And it's like, oh, my bad. So when Ma was like, no, you're already doing it, I was like, oh, how am I already doing it? Like that's weird. It don't seem like I'm already doing it. No, you got rent. The kids are in college. So you've already done all the paperwork that you have to do. You're just not thinking about it from this side. You're thinking about it. And I'm like, oh, then if that's what you're talking about, and even when you go get a house, don't go get it the way you're used to getting it. Like, don't go get it as a place to reside. Look at it as a
equity
portfolio. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, even your personal house. And so I was like, oh, okay, let me listen. So I'm just saying, there are those of you, don't make it complex. It all starts with who, why, what, when, where, and how. That's it. Don't let it stress you out. And then it starts with asking God, we all should be going to get our oil changed. That's something we all should do. It protects the life of the engine. Now, you may not do some of the other stuff, but get that done. Here's what happens, though. When they change your oil, they also change the filter. You got to change your filter. You got to ask God to change your filter. So my problem was he was talking to me, but I didn't change my filter. My filter was middle class, how you buy a house. Ma was giving me a different filter. Like, change the filter. See it differently. When I changed the filter, it was like, oh, I already got this much money. Oh, don't take it from the bank, but put it over here in the bricks. You feel me? So I'm just saying, don't get overwhelmed. Don't get whatever. For those of you who are finally, like either C said, you start reading, you got a therapist, and you're getting healed, get something for your healing. But for those of you who are not healed, you like me, you just got frustrated with Didi being frustrated. You got frustrated getting kicked out of college. You got frustrated, you know what I'm saying? Like just not seeing yourself really advancing. You also need to be the person to be like, hey, C, hey, Ma. And I promise you, as soon as you ask, when they respond, your life has changed already. In that conversation, everything has already changed.
Whose feedback do y'all value and in what area?
Yeah, I honor your feedback when it comes to speaking.
Oh, whoa, hold on. Are we recording?
Bro, I can't even see this guy.
Are
I'm
we
over here
recording?
trying-
We recording, see? It's the red button
Is
is
this
on.
mic working?
His mic is working.
You were saying? Let me get my good ear.
So yeah, no, real talk, bro. When it definitely, when it comes to speaking, I've always been a person who has always been in a leadership position. Every team I've ever been on, I've been a captain for a reason. You were able to help formulate the speaking, and I think every time when I was putting my keynotes together, and when I would perform them, we would almost act as though like a Monday morning quarterback with a coach going over the film. And I literally took everything you said to the T. Even if you told me, hey, Ma, don't say it like that. Boom, throw a joke in right here, say it like this. Mm-hmm. Bruh, and literally to perfection, I would take everything he said, wouldn't deviate from it, and it happened exactly the way the response from the crowd, everything. It happened exactly the way he said. So in that area, and I think even I could take feedback from you as a close friend, right? If I wasn't acting like I should have, I was outside of my pillars as a man, mm-hmm. I would respect your feedback with that. You've earned that right too. Mm-hmm. I think I look at E in a position where I take feedback from him as a big brother, as a big brother / man of God.
Oh, head.
Yeah, oh, head. I would take feedback from E, spiritual wise, and in that kind of arena. And I got certain people. Hector, when I go to the gym, I'm not telling him this. How I've been lifting weights for the last 20 years, bro. You young. I've been doing this longer than you've been alive. Why am I here then? Why are you here with me? So with Hector, I take feedback. Gersh. Bro, Jamal, I'm not telling him what feels good in my hips. Gersh was like, yo, this is what you want to do. When you're taking feedback, bro, you're supposed to be looking for something different from what you already know.
Right.
Because what you already know has gotten you in a position that you're in. And it's not elevating you one bit. I've gotten to, bro, I used to work out, and I got a whole full gym in my crib, but every workout I was doing was the same. I do the same thing. My workouts, boy, was the same. I mean, it got to the point where my body I didn't feel any stress on my body, even though I would be doing these workouts for an hour and a half, because it's the same thing. I wasn't getting any feedback, any coaching from anybody else. And it's crazy. I could work out with Hector, and even though I was working out on my own for an hour and a half, feeling nothing, I could work out with Hector 30, 45 minutes, and I'm feeling like, yo, my body is hurting. And we all know when you work out, if you're feeling sore, it's because growth is taking place. Yep. But if you're not feeling anything, no growth is taking place. And some of y'all not feeling nothing, you're not seeing nothing in your life, no progress, no change, because you're not taking feedback from somebody else that can help you cut yourself or do something, to maneuver different in a way that's going to progress you.
Still to come on the Secret to Success podcast.
You don't owe nobody, but when you lie, which feelings will make you do, or not acknowledge the truth, you get caught up on the external. What do people feel about me? You walking in the church holding your girl's hand, but your household is but you feel good when the church like, oh, y'all got a good marriage. Yeah. You have to ask yourself the question, do you want the endorphins that's released, or do you want the results?
But that's what people do every day in their life. Yeah. How many people buy the car that they can't really afford? Yeah. Because the car makes you feel. Yeah. And I've seen people, bro, in the police department drive $100,000 car, bruh, and then go back to their $20,000 apartment. And they don't even own an apartment.
Yo, what's up, fam? It's your boy E.T.
Let me tell you, when I say overjoyed, when I say ecstatic, this is probably one of the greatest announcements that I will ever make. The You Matter Youth Summer School Program. This summer, for free, your boy ET is finally going to release an online version. Just being real, the summer's supposed to be a breakthrough. The summer's supposed to be a time when you studying on your own. For a lot of us, summer school it's a breakdown. It's not a breakthrough. And so this summer, I want to help your babies get a breakthrough, not a breakdown. So here's what I'm going to do this summer. I'm going to say it one more time. Absolutely free, right? We're going to make sure academically your babies are in front of the top world-class educators, right? I'm bringing some of my NFL friends, some of my NBA friends, some of my MLB friends, right? Some of my entrepreneurs that's killing the game, right? To really teach them and walk them through some stuff. We got some of the best counselors that's going to really walk them through the identity crisis, boy. Listen to them. We're going to talk about career readiness. Look, we doing it all. All they need is their phone. That's it. All they need their phone and some accountability. You're supposed to wake up and you're supposed to be at your phone at this time. You're supposed to wake up and do this assignment. And so listen to me. If you out there, if you're a coach, if you're a mentor, if you're a teacher, if you're a parent, if you're a counselor, if you're a principal, it's going down. It's your boy ET. Listen to me very closely. It's now or never. Now you know. Let's go.
I'd say I go to E for almost like the why, just to keep it simple. But he gave me some feedback, bro, like a year ago. That's probably the most devastating, but the best thing that I've ever heard. He said to me, and I haven't shared this anyway, it was just one of our conversations. He said to him, like, bro, you're still he's like, here's the analogy. You're like still the fire 2012 Camry. Bruh. He was like, yo, it was reliable as all get out. I could trust it to go anywhere, but there's so much things that have happened. Like, I can't have the same exact, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, we talk about technology at the beginning of the episode. Like, bro, we got so many advances in technology and you still there, you're reliable. Bro, again, that hurt to your point. Like, the feeling of it. But then I had to reframe it. I was like, oh, wait a minute. What he's saying is, though, watch this, y'all. It's the same sentiment. The only reason he would say that to me is because he believes I have more to give. You get what I'm saying? So it's a challenge that he gave me. It wasn't a, you're not good enough.
It's something he see, right?
It's something that he saw. So the reason he's saying it to me is because, like, I know that you're capable of being the 2030 model. But for whatever reason, you're still in that 2012, comfort zone, for lack of a better explanation.
And you could probably take that personal if you wanted to.
And that's what I said.
Man, what he trying to say? Man, he trying to say I'm old school. I'm outdated. Bro, no, I'm still Carl. I'm still the man.
Can we be practical on the podcast? Bro, after I did all these TGIMs, I did, and those thoughts came for a quick second, and I was like, bro, stop. And again, I'm mature enough now to be able to, we in the pillars now. Yeah. Like, I'm doing worship, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, stop. First of all, that ain't taking you nowhere. What is he saying? And I can process it to me like, yo, he's saying that, bro, we started something and we taking it to the moon, but there's areas that you got to grow in. Bet. That is the thing that helped me now to launch, like, Carl, you got to stop editing. You got to hire people. You got to grow. You got to train people. You get what I'm saying? Bro, imagine the same thing could crush somebody and stop them from, like, yo, I ain't even messing with Edom. I ain't shooting nothing. He don't value me, whatever. Or it could take me to, like, oh, no, I'm about to start a business from this. Like, I'm actually going to start something that benefits all of us. Now we can get more content done. Now I'm training other editors. So that was huge for me. The thing I'd say for probably both y'all in different ways is the how. Like, E would be kind of like I said, the why, like deeper, but y'all are the how, like practical. CJ's like, Negro, you're doing this. Stop. You're doing too much. Like, very practical. Maul, I call Maul. It don't matter which pillar. Maul was like, oh, stop. I'll never forget the conversation we had.
Which one?
But there's one in particular. We were in the car somewhere after recording. We were driving somewhere here locally, and Maul was like, yo, where are you in your, I think, family pillar you at? Well, you asked me each one.
That was at the upper. We was in your car. You was shaking me over to Queenie's house. Right. I remember that, yeah.
And I was like, yo, and I think families, I listed them off, and he asked me some other follow-up question, but where he took me was like, you're answering that for now. What about the future? So again, it's the how, like, what you're saying is, yes, I'm with them now, but am I really preparing, like we talked about last week, am I really preparing for their future? So like I said, y'all give me the how in a very practical sense, that just being real, he flight attendant, so he still got a different way of talking to me, if that makes sense. He wouldn't give me as direct as y'all would. Y'all give me the how. And then, of course, like Maul said, there are different people that I'll reach out to for different things. Moose, I'm talking to Moose now every day. I'm like, Carl, you have, bro, I got like a 70-something air traffic control, But truth be told, we never operated with that. We were running gun. The ground school
Always.
Carl was that dude.
Yep.
But I also have a higher traffic control. Never activated it. So I'm talking to Moose now to like, hey, you got to activate that because that's the foundation of everything that we're doing. You see what I'm saying? So in different areas, Brandon and I worked out a couple of weeks ago. I hit Brandon from time to time with workouts. Maul been working out too long. So sometimes some of the stuff he said, like, it can't connect, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's just been working out for too long. Like, yeah, you should. Brandon been working out a couple of years. But again, not that your
Brandon only been working out a couple years.
couple of years, not as long as you. Not as long as you.
Well, he only 20-some years
Right,
old.
when you that
20-some years
young,
old.
dog, it's just, you know what I'm saying? Hey, and for the record, I do go to you and I look forward when it comes to anything dealing with like technical social media, coursework. You never heard me, even with Make Real Estate Real, you never heard me tell you, like, hey.
We had, I'll never forget, we had the one time we came, and Maul is, I don't know what your air traffic control is, but it's decent.
I got CM.
It's decent.
67.
So initially when
yeah.
we started talking, Maul is mapping it out. And I remember when you came up here and I just laid everything out on the whiteboard.
Yeah.
And I think Maul talked to me about Make Real Estate Real since then. He's like, oh, bro, it's done. Like, we got it, bro.
He was like a scientist. And I stepped back and I was just like, oh, bro. He's like, Maul, this is how we need to do it. This is how it need to be prevented. Hey, bro, you got it. Well, but that's the thing. When you're dealing with a master in something, bro, and I just can't take feedback from everybody. And I think sometimes in the past, people, friends in Chicago, Southside, sometimes they want to give feedback, and it's like, yo,
Because of
feedback
proximity.
you giving,
Yeah, proximity.
but you not the feedback you giving,
But
though.
I feel good when I give it, though.
But bro, you,
I feel good.
I haven't listened to personal development all my life.
but
I
you
got it
not,
for
but you don't look like the feedback you giving.
But
That's
I
like-
want to give it, though. Hey, what'd you say?
And I was gonna say, can I not give good information
Yeah.
if I can still know something even though I ain't doing it?
Yeah, don't let what is this, mess up a good story. Don't let the
don't let the
truth.
truth.
Yeah, don't-
let the
please
truth.
don't do that.
Don't do that, bro. So it's like
no.
people are in their feelings and they get a high going.
Yeah.
I talked to C and I gave him advice. Look at how he's so successful. That was me. It's like, bro, sit down somewhere. But you do feel some type of way. And that's why I said we got to be careful. I don't know what the endorphins are called. There's an endorphin that's released that make you like excited or hype or like you accomplished something, you got something done. And it's like you release that even when you talk.
It's like epinephrine or something like
so
that.
even when you talk, that joke is released. So
it just feel good.
It make you feel good. You talked and released it. And when you get results, you get it. So the body don't know. Oh,
I'm good either way.
I'm good either way.
This one a lot easier.
You know what I'm saying? Either way, it don't matter. And so what happens is people want to become experts because they get the feeling that a real person who's whatever. But again, we go back to this. You're not getting the results.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? You're not getting the results. So which one do you want? And so I would just say after we get off of here, you have to ask yourself the question, do you want the endorphin that's released or do you want the results?
But that's what people do every day in their life. How many people buy the car that they can't really afford?
Yeah.
Because the car makes you feel.
Yeah.
And I've seen people, bruh, in the police department drive a $100,000 car, bruh, and then go back to their $20,000 apartment.
I whip whoever
And they
gave
don't
them
even
the
own an
credit.
apartment. That's
Whoever
what they
gave them
pay
the
for
credit,
rent.
I whip their butt for giving them,
Bro.
approving that foolishness.
But they used to trip on me. I was making about $20,000 a month from real estate, but I was driving still my 1995, 96.
Coupe de Ville.
Oh, bruh. It wasn't a Coupe de Ville, but it was a Chevy Blazer,
Okay,
two-door.
all right.
Two-door. I was driving that car when I was making over $20,000 a month. People would look at
Feelings.
me. They was in their feelings, but they would go pull up in their Corvettes, they convertible, and from the time they left that apartment, that one-bedroom shack, to the time they got to the police department, it made them feel good.
Can we say this too, Mark? Because a lot of times I think as a podcast, we might go there and cats are off the hook. I just want to shift a little bit. You walking in the church holding your girl's hand, but your household is but you feel good when the church like, oh, y'all got a good marriage.
Yeah.
You feel good when the church is like, oh, y'all are whatever. It's like, no, don't do that. Like really work to have and be honest. Like, yo, I got some stuff in my relationship I need to work on. I got some stuff in my parenting. You don't owe nobody, but when you lie, which feelings will make you do, or not acknowledge the truth, you get caught up on the external. What do people feel about me?
Yeah.
Not what are the principles that I got this house on.
Yeah.
Because if I don't have my house on the right pillars, that joker gonna crumble. If I got it on the right one, but we get so caught up on the feelings. I want to feel good. I want people to think I'm here. And it's like, can I be honest with y'all? With every human you know, every human is a master in something, or most of the humans that you should be around should be a master of something. They could literally help you to stop faking it and really, man, so I know I'm not the bragger. Like, that's not necessarily my thing, but I do want to say this to y'all. I was having a conversation with Brandon because I'm an ATC now, and I just was like, Brandon, I need to take my game to the next level. Like, one of the things that I need to do in my marriage is I have to be a lot more strategic, because really every day is date night. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't have kids no more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Well, it's not our life. You know, so it's like every day is pretty much date day. You know what I'm saying? It's like, Bunny B.
Honey buns.
So, you know, every day is date night. Yeah.
I was just thinking in my head, like, the audience probably don't even get half of the stuff we be doing, but I promise
some
you.
of them do. They've been with
Trust
us
me,
for a
some
while.
of these cats get it.
Yeah.
But I was just telling Moose and Brandon, like, all right, this year, when we go to a city, and again, man, we go to a lot
Clearwater.
of cities at the same time.
Clearwater.
Yeah. I mean, we in Chicago on the reg. But I'm telling you, bro, if you're not careful, and especially when you from a city, it'll turn I'm going to my aunt's and being there for hours. You know, I might, go by your spot and spend some time, right? And it's like, if I go 6 times, I'm with Von Trail. We about to do a program. It's like, I have to be conscious of my marriage. I'm not always conscious of my marriage. I'm like, bruh, my pillar, that's family. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, Edo, when you're in that hotel and you're looking at the lake, at some point you got to get Didi in the lake. You feel me? But for me, bruh, it's like I'll do it the next time because I'm gonna always be. It's like, no, y'all got to get on that boat, and you got to get on the boat in Chicago.
She like boats.
Yeah, she like getting on the boat.
yachts?
I don't know about a yacht, but yeah, boats was like, like she like it when it's like people on the thing and they sightseeing. Yeah, that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's like, bro, we can just hop down there, whatever. The walking on the beach. I've never taken Didi to the beach in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? I've never taken it because every time I come,
Just work.
I'm working or being with y'all, like just hanging out. I'm in Atlanta a million times. I ain't never been in the aquarium. Well, I've been, but I ain't been in a while. So for me, it's like, you have to be intentional and deliberate.
Yeah, just being with her ain't necessarily spending time.
Yeah, and we go out to eat and we whatever. But it's like, no, you got to take it to that next level. And again, this is why we talk about the growth. Like, yo, Ma, that at one point, the traveling and doing what we was doing was bliss. It was. Just going to Hawaii and sitting on and whatever. But after you go 5 times, it's like, okay, we got to get off the porch this time. Now we got to, you know what I'm saying? So you got to make the phone call. You got to do that. So I'm just saying, we got to get out of our feelings, because my feelings and Didi's feelings will actually make us get to a city and just go, man, let's just go here, let's do that and chill. Where it's like, no, what's the principle? The principle is you got to keep dating. You feel me? That's the principle. Because if you don't keep dating, you're not that dope that just, whatever attracted her to you 20 years ago, it's just not going to cut it, bruh. And I know people right now whose marriages are not where they're supposed to be. And you got 2 choices to live. Because for real, I come from a community that's a little different, Ma. You come from a community where they're courageous enough to get a divorce. I come from a community where you don't get a divorce, you just stay together and not be happy. Like, you would dare leave that person. You know what I'm saying? And by that, I just mean my particular Christian community. Like, our faith is people just gonna stay together. Like, they scared they ain't gonna make it to the kingdom maybe get divorced. So they will stay together for the look of it and the outward. What's the word I'm looking for? Affirmation almost. Like, oh, they married, they good. And people treat you different when you married. But it's like, at the crib, it ain't.
They ain't blissful. They can't come to the conference.
And so that's why I said.
do not come.
Please
do
don't
not
come to
Forever Forward. You're not
You
invited.
ain't on that, dog.
You're not invited.
Yeah. So no, get out your feelings. God's put people in your life, change your filters. And when you change your filter, it's not, oh, so you just saying we ain't happy married. It's like, that don't got nothing to do with it. What we're saying is, I want to go to another level.
Yeah.
Oh, so you saying the money, the point I was making about bragging though, was Brandon told me, oh yeah, we got, so like the rest of the year, we got 6 figures, this month, you going here, there. And I was like, praise God. But that came from feedback because I remember having to call some people and there's like speakers who big dogs like, the economy is different. Like, you might want to reconsider, maybe when we get back to the golden age, you could do this.
Yeah.
But right here, if I was you, I wouldn't go here. But this might be the threshold now.
Feedback.
And, you know what I'm saying? Like, this might be the threshold. And I know you doing this, but you want to get out of this and you want to do this. And I know you and C, Maul, Carl, y'all used to doing your own thing, but you got some people that love you and support you. You might need to get outside of your
and get feedback. Like, the other, I didn't really talk about this. I know we got to go. But the other thing that I can't stand is people who, people don't give you feedback and because you already know everything. Like, I was telling somebody the other day, like, sometimes I'm around people, even if I know it, I'll just be like, okay, you ever get around them people? Oh yeah, because when I did it, I was, and it's like, dog, like I was listening to somebody and they had paper, they big time, and I was just like, yo, some of the stuff they was saying, I was already familiar with.
Yeah.
But I wasn't like, oh yeah, no, I gotta try, I got this, I got that. I'm
trust.
like, bro, I'm like, okay, cool, like, because
you might add something to the trust part that I.
Well, here's the thing, and I want to just get this out, and hopefully this helps a few people. And I'm not telling you to necessarily play dumb, but you don't have to let on everything, like, because here go the thing. If I say, oh, yeah, no, I got that. Yeah, I got that. It might be the 5th thing that they was about to tell you that they like, no, he seemed like he got all the answers. You got it. You got it. And so you know what? So there's times when I sit there and just be like, oh, word. Oh, okay, yeah, no, for sure. Like, oh, trust. Yeah, okay. You said what? Like, you know what I mean? Like, again, because I don't want you to go, oh, okay, this Mr. Know-It-All. So I'm not even going to give him the feedback or give him information because he seemed like he got everything under control. And I promise you, bro, I ain't going to say no names, but I know people, bro. I'm like, bro, yeah, all right.
You about to cap yourself.
Yeah.
About to put that cap on.
Make me pull out my gat.
Yeah.
Listen, man, if you are blissfully married and you and your partner are interlocked,
Make them clap to this.
Yeah, come on. Go to foreverforwardmarriage.com. Put your information in, man. We're going to let you know we got something coming up for all of our blissfully married couples. Again, this is no shade to anybody going through it.
Yeah, we got
but
that.
This is the Iron Sharpener. I see a lot of people, man. It's been a lot of people hitting us up. I'm engaged. No. We kind of happy. No. We thinking about being happy. This is actually what we need. No. This is the bliss joint, and then we'll go back and do another one.
That's right. I've been doing while I'm in bliss, though.
Yeah. Say still in bliss.
I'm gonna have to be honest. Like, see,
it might not last.
You caught me on a bad month. See,
I can't. Hey, well,
I can't make it. See,
no scholarships to this. You got to pay your own way.
You got to pay your own way.
Saying? But nah, it's gonna be dope, man. Excited about that. We'll get all the information to y'all foreverforwardmarriage.com for my blissful couples. We're gonna see if we can get out some big dogs too, some old school big dogs. Man, I was on a call. What call was I on the other day, man? Couple was on there. Carl, you was on. Oh yeah, they was on there, man. They had been married something like
52.
Oh, bro.
Yeah, I think 52 years.
Yeah.
Was it that long? Am I tripping?
There was one that was 80.
Yeah,
they had been on 80. They had been
married. 80?
Yeah, 80 years married.
Damn.
Yeah,
80 years.
That don't sound
married.
possible.
That's what they said.
Bruh. Now that is got
like
to be
that.
a world record.
Wow.
Yeah, it would be maybe in the 90s.
90s.
Yeah, because back in the day, bro, for real, like my grandma was,
young,
they were getting. I never really thought about it until like, recently. And I'm just like, man, grandma was.
All right. We out of here. We love y'all. We'll see you next week.
I want you to focus on here right now. Don't you worry about when you get home. You concentrate on this opportunity. You don't worry about tomorrow. You concentrate on this opportunity with all your might, with all your soul, with all your heart.
Thank you so much for rocking with us as always, right? We don't take it lightly, guys. And we hope that we've provided transformation and not just information. We want you to become the best version of yourself, right? Make sure you check out the show notes to access all the important links and get your product discounts. Now, one favor we're asking of you, do us this favor. Make sure you subscribe and leave us a review on Apple Podcasts. We want to know your feedback and how we can serve you better. And if there's anyone that you think could benefit from listening to this show, please, I'm begging you, please share it with them. And remember, as E always says, if you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful.